up, VTV? Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you guys had a great time. If you were at a pool, I hope you guys had a great time. If you were in a living room, I hope you guys just had a great time. We love you. We missed you. I understand our last game went a little haywire, but you know what? When life gives you lemons, you just change your Wi-Fi password. But anyways, we're back and we're ready. We're ready to go for an amazing final game. For all you guys out there, go ahead and join the Zoom link. This is going to be a wild one. I don't know how this one's going to play out. Left turn, right turn, who knows? But what I do know is that in this game, you will be repeatedly kicked out of the Zoom call. If that happens, just join back as soon as you can. Because this one's really, you're going to win more based on participation than anything else. So make sure you're joining that Zoom call, you're hopping in. You really don't even have to be good. There's no skill involved. There's nothing else required, but just the most participation. The house with the most participation gets a prize at the end. And I'm beside myself right now, honestly, at this point. Chima, do you know where David is?
Well, yes, I do, actually. As you all are well aware, we had a lot of technical difficulties during this Verge pre-show. And so me, Christian, and David all got together, and we casted lots to figure out who was going to fix, the stream. And the lot fell on David. And so David is currently under the set holding together 2 wires to make sure that this stream goes off without a hitch. So David is currently under us right now. So that's where he is.
Doing the Lord's work.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. David, we love you. And actually, the unfortunate news is it is literally David's birthday today, and he is spending that under the set with rats and snakes and spiders. David, are you all right? Give us a couple knocks if you're doing okay. Hey, all right, he's okay. Probably not happy, probably getting a real bad case of shingles or some other disease that you get for being in real damp, crowded places. But anyways, Shima, I still need your help. Can you help me again? I know, I'm sorry. Right. One last ride, am I right? So the game that we have for you guys today is the Turbo Talent Show. One of the main concepts for the theme for today is you guys, and you guys having a voice, and you guys having abilities and things like that. So we want you guys to showcase those right now on our very good Turbo Talent Show. Here's the problem. A lot of our pre-shows so far have been a little lengthy. Now, there's been some other reasons for that. If this Zoom stream goes down, that's on David now at this point. He's holding those wires together, so we're just going to have to, kick down the ground or something like that. But anyways, the whole point for this one is we want to make sure that this is as quick and as easy as possible. So you guys are going to do talents. We want to see your guys' talents. We got Pastor Ben up here. We got his house. Pastor Ben, is there somebody in your house that has a talent that they can show? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us through the Zoom, Ben? Oh, he said hang on. Okay.
Maybe he's muted.
Are you muted, Ben? Make sure you're not muted. Unmute your screen.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, unmute we want to hear you too.
I'm getting there.
Hey, all right.
Perfect.
David, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
We're all here. All right, so
Right.
so Pastor Ben, we need somebody that has a talent in your house right now to come up and showcase the talent, one person at a time. But here's the thing.
We are a talentless group.
No, that's not an option.
That's not an option.
We're gonna need to
Here's
see
the thing. Here's the thing, Ben. Here's the thing. We're short on time, so when you have somebody with a talent, they have 10 seconds. 10 seconds to show off their talent. They can do whatever they want.
How about this may help? This may help. Listen up, everybody. How about we do our thing? You want to do our thing?
Okay, right. We'll give you guys a perfect example.
Yeah.
Everybody pay attention. All right, you ready? And a 1, a 2, a potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess it made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. Join it. Come on, guys, sing.
Shed tears, but boy, they fall.
But I'm thinking about you. Ooh, na, na, na. I've been thinking about you. You know, no. I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do ya? Or do you not think so far ahead? 'Cause I've been thinking about forever. Ooh.
No, obviously that was
All right,
a lot
so
longer
a little
than
bit longer
10
than 10 seconds.
But we have the talent. So
So that was just an example. We primed the pump. So we need one person to come up, introduce themselves, and show off for 10 seconds, okay? It can be anything. Maybe you're double jointed. If you're double jointed, that's a talent. It's
Maybe
really
a
just
Rubik's
about
Cube.
participation.
10 seconds.
All right, come up.
Who's first? First
Okay,
up.
all right, hold on. Introduce yourself.
Whoa,
Introduce
yo,
yourself.
Slow
Hold
down,
on,
slow
time
down.
out.
Stop.
Stop. One at a time. You guys are just like crazy, wild
Honestly.
animals. Animals, primitive. All right, tell us your name, son.
Hey, my name's Christian.
No, it's not. That's my name. Try
Only
again.
one
We're
Christian.
close to each other.
Hold on, say it again. All right. What is your talent?
I can do this.
No, don't show us yet. Don't show us yet.
Just wait. We'll tell you when to do the talent,
I
okay?
am
Okay,
so.
I'm sorry.
All right. So what is your talent? Tell us.
I can make a wave with my arms.
Interesting. I've never seen that before. I'm
All right.
interested to
All
see
right,
that.
stand up and go ahead and show us. Stand up, and you're gonna have 10 seconds. We're gonna give you a
10
countdown.
seconds.
Everybody, make way for him. This is Christian, or so he says.
Remember.
And he's got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Only 10 seconds.
only. All right, ready, set, go. Okay, all right, great job, Christian. Great
That's
job,
pretty
everybody.
good.
Give it up
I
for
like
Christian.
that.
That was
I
a
like
great
that.
talent.
All right.
All right,
Bring us the
let's
next
bring on
caller.
the next
Come on,
contestant.
come
We got
on.
to keep this rolling. This is a turbo talent
yeah,
show.
remember, emphasis on the turbo.
All right, Jordan
okay?
Stair, make sure your
Jordan,
camera's
let's
on.
see.
Make sure you are unmuted. Make sure you are unmuted and your camera is on. Jordan's connected to the audio. There you are.
Excellent.
Unmute yourself.
Hi.
All
Let's
right,
see the
Jordan,
student.
who's going to
Bring
be
the student
joining? Who's
on
going to
up.
be joining? And Pastor Ben, make sure you guys rejoin. If you have somebody else with a talent, if you get kicked out, just go ahead and rejoin. All right, sir, tell us your name.
My name's Keston.
What is
All
your
right.
talent, Keston?
Keston, what's your talent?
Violin.
You can play the violin?
All right. You have 10 seconds. Are you ready?
All right, ready, set, go. All right, great job, Keston. That was very nice.
That was a good violin.
That was
violin.
nice.
Looks
It was when he hit
expensive.
the high E.
Yeah, it looks
All right, we got
expensive.
Josh
All
Nichols
right.
coming up. That doesn't look like Josh. That looks like a fighter pilot. You guys remember that
Let's
Will
see
Smith
it.
movie, Independence Day? I love that movie. That was one of my favorites. All right, hey, Josh.
How's it going, Josh?
What's going on? My man, can you hear us? Okay. It was the nice undershot. I like that a lot.
Can you hear us? Can you see us?
You
You
there,
are
Josh?
live. You are live.
You are live on the air, Josh. Unmute yourself. You're muted on the screen. Josh, can you unmute
We
your...
can see it right
can you
now.
unmute?
Just so you know.
Oh, there you go. All
There
right.
we go.
We don't see you guys on the live stream, but we see you on my phone.
Okay, they don't see us on the live stream, but they see us on the phone.
Christian, so he says, and he's got 10 seconds.
All right, there's a delay. That's fine. All right, there's a delay. Pick one of your kids, Josh.
Yeah,
Pick
they
one
got to
of your
do a
kids.
talent.
Okay.
One of your kids has
I
to do
don't-
a talent for
You
us.
They know
guys
the
ready?
rules. They know the rules at least. Let's
Just
see
one
it.
kid at a time.
Steve, drink ketchup, go.
All
You
right.
have 10 seconds. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
Oh!
Cut it,
Oh
please.
my gosh! Oh, he was just eating tomato juice.
Is that the same ketchup from the
He was
scavenger
just
hunt?
eating chunky tomato juice the whole time. Well, guys, Josh, make sure you rejoin. Rejoin as quick as you can. Hop right back in there.
Goodness gracious, that's the same ketchup from the scavenger hunt.
Yeah, he's just been
That's-
holding on to that
yeah,
ketchup all
It's probably
day.
warm ketchup down the gullet.
Just down the gullet. We're frozen
All
on the
right.
Zoom.
David, hey,
David, what are you doing,
come
bro?
on, man.
Oh my gosh, David.
Come on, man.
All right, David, put it back. We're going to restart it. We're going to try to get
Sure
it
your
going
arms
again.
are tired, but we need you right now, okay? Come on.
Yep. Oh, here comes Sicily.
All right,
Here comes Sicily. All right, we're seeing Sicily. If you can hop
let's
on.
go ahead and get that video on.
Make sure we get that video. Oh, here it comes. Oh, hey! Hey, you guys.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead and unmute.
Go ahead and unmute
yourself.
yourselves.
That's right.
Unmute yourselves if you can hear us on the Zoom. Sis? All right, you're unmuted. Okay, pick one of your students to come up and do a talent. All right, come on up. We want to talk to you for a
Yeah,
little bit.
what's
All
your
right, what's
name?
your name?
Aurora.
Laura. Okay, why do you have sunglasses on inside?
Aurora. Okay,
Aurora.
great.
Amora. Amorphous.
Okay, what is your talent, Aurora?
I'm gonna sing.
Okay. All right. Remember,
Are
you have
better
10
than
seconds.
us? Are you better than us?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you
Probably.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Oh, you got 10 seconds. Oh, you got 10 seconds. Ready, set, go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early
Let me
light?
turn this up.
What's
Yeah.
the
in my ears.
Yes, that's good. Come
the
on.
twilight lies
Yes.
gleaming?
Who's brought stripes and bright stars
Through the
perilous
Oh,
fight?
she's gone. She's gone. Hey,
Was
great job,
so
Laura. Everybody give it up for
proudly
Laura. She's doing great.
we
I want to pick up an
hailed
oh, Frank and
and
Tanya. Frank and Tanya sounds like a Disney
twilight's
XD show.
last gleam.
Frank and Tanya, I'd watch that in a heartbeat. Frank and Tanya, it'd be like a cat. It'd be like a cat and a platypus or
Frank and
something,
Tanya.
getting all sorts of
Yeah.
shenanigans. We're waiting on video
Cartoon.
for Frank and Tanya. We have
Cartoon.
audio.
Let's see the video. All
Hey!
right, great.
Are you Tanya? Excuse me, are you Tanya?
Or are you Frank?
Oh, hey, Tanya.
Oh, hi.
Hey. All right, so we need one of your kids to come do a talent.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
How about
all
you
right,
turn?
no,
Can you turn your device sideways?
Yeah, you're sideways, but that's fine. I don't care. Oh, there you go.
Perfect,
Nice.
perfect.
All right, what's your name?
Hadley.
Say it again.
Hadley.
Hadley. Oh, that's a fun name.
Yeah, what's your
That is
talent?
very fun. Your parents have a wacky personality. What's your talent?
I have a flexible back.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a
God.
feeling I'm going to throw up very soon. All right, you have 10 seconds, Hadley. Ready, set, go. Oh!
Got it.
Oh, man, that was like The Shining. Oh, that was tough to watch. The Backyardigans, they won our scavenger hunt earlier, actually, and I'm a little bit upset with them because they didn't take the spare tire off. We're waiting on video. Okay. Oh,
Is that a
boy. Hold on.
saxophone?
Wait.
He's just getting right to it.
Sir,
That's turbo.
What's
Now
your
that's
name?
Turbo.
What's your name?
You gotta unmute
You
yourself.
got to unmute. Make sure you're unmuted on the thing. Watch us on the Zoom. Look at us. Unmute your screen. Go to your thing and unmute. Oh, there you go. Okay, what's your name? We can't hear you. What's your name? Listen to us on the computer. Man, I just like
Okay.
looking at him. Can you hear us? You can hear us? Okay, what's your
Can hear
name?
us.
It looks like they are unmuted.
Yeah.
Bottom left, unmute.
You're unmuted, right? Did you press?
All right, now press it again. Man, I really want to hear this. All right, we'll come back to you. Hop back in. Leave and hop back in. Kick him out. All right, that was really
gonna
kind
be
of a
good.
default. That was going to be so
That was
good.
gonna be good,
We're just
though.
leaving that for you guys. David, get it together. All right, we got Ellie coming up. Ellie, let's see what you got. Connect into audio. Okay, all right.
Hey, let's see.
All right.
Is this the talent?
Yeah. This is a T-Pain
They're in
remix.
slow.
All right, what's your name?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Okay.
All right, Jacqueline, what's your talent?
I can sound like a cow.
You can do what?
Ooh, she can sound like a cow.
Sound like a
I can
cow.
sound like a cow.
Okay, all right. You
All
got
right,
10
10
seconds,
seconds. Let's
Jacqueline.
see it.
Ready,
Let's
set,
see it.
go.
10 seconds. Well,
What? I don't know what just happened. How did that girl turn into a cow right before our eyes?
I don't know. Let's move on.
Wow, that was
Next
wild.
caller.
Oh, we got the Alabama Crimson
the
Tide.
Crimson Tide. All right.
Crimson Tide. Roll Tide. Rammer, jammer, yellow
Yeah,
hammer.
that's what they say.
Give
down
them
there
heck,
in
Alabama.
Tuscaloosa.
That's how they say it. That's how they say it
All
down
right,
in
let's see what you look
Tuscaloosa.
like, Alabama. See what you look like this season. Let's see it.
Come on, we're
Turn that.
connecting. Oh, here they come. Nope. Oh, are they connected to audio? Here comes the video. All right.
Excellent.
What's going on? Make sure you're unmuted so we can hear you. Go ahead and unmute yourself on your device.
I'm unmuted. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
You're great. You're great. Okay, you got somebody that's got a talent?
I'm gonna flip the camera right now.
Okay, all right.
I'm
One
scared.
second.
Okay, I'm nervous.
This one's right here.
Okay, all right. All right, what's your name?
Legend.
Say it again.
Legend.
Legend is your name? That
This-
sounds made up, but I like it.
This may
I
be-
like it. All right, Legend, what's your talent?
My talent is a funny joke.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm a fan of comedy.
Is it
okay?
political?
Is it political?
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
we'll be the judge of that
We'll
one.
be the judge of that. All right, go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's
Who's
there?
A funny orange.
A funny orange who?
A just really funny orange.
A really funny orange who?
A really, really, really funny
Cut it!
orange.
Get him out of
Got it!
here! Get him out of here, Legend!
Come on, man.
Hey, Robbie, I just got a message from some of the people saying they can't rejoin. Oh, here comes Tim. I'm interested in seeing what they have to say. All right.
A funny
okay,
orange?
Pastor
Come
Tim,
on,
make sure
man.
you're unmuted. A funny orange?
What's that even mean?
I don't
There
know
was
if he
no
was trying. If
punchline.
there was something psychological in there. All right,
There
Pastor
was.
Tim.
That may have been
Wait,
political
what
as
are you,
well.
are you
I
just
think.
eating on camera? That's not a talent. Wait, what is that? Is that
Bro,
Chick-fil-A?
what are you-
That ain't
Where's your
keto.
student at? Is that your
ain't
student?
keto, but I want it.
Takes his mask off.
Hey, do you have
Bite.
somebody? Do you? Oh my gosh, that looks good.
That's not. Cut him. Cut him. Cut him.
Get him out
cut
of here. Get him out of
cut
here. Get him out of here.
Cut him. Cut him.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Do you have somebody with a talent, Pastor Tim?
He's hogging the
Who's got
air.
talent?
He's
Go ahead
hogging
and put
the
him
air.
on.
Let's
Go ahead and put him on.
All right, who has a talent? Tristan wants it right now.
Did you guys not prepare?
Come on, talent.
Oh, there's Pastor Candace. They think that this is the talent portion. This is a turbo.
Do y'all think this is a joke?
Hey,
We
can
want to
get-
see
get
the
him out of here. Get
students.
him out of here.
Get him out, man. Get him out.
Oh,
It
thank
doesn't matter
goodness.
that you're the youth pastor. You got to follow the rules, man. Come on.
Those were my paralysis demons. We got Stacy Nesero hopping on. Let's see if Stacy Nesero connecting to audio, and we cannot hear you yet, but it's coming. David, come on, man. I know it's your
I'm
birthday.
sure his arms are tired. but,
Yeah, he's been
you know.
holding him up. He has to hold him at a 90-degree angle all
Yeah.
day. All right, here we go. Oh, he's
Oh,
back.
we're back.
He's back. All right. Turn the
Turn
camera.
the
There
camera.
you go.
Go ahead and unmute your
All
mic
right,
so
hold
we
on.
can hear you too.
Make sure you're unmuted.
He's already playing. We got to hit.
It's just really funny orange.
Oh, all right, there we go. Go ahead. Oh, careless whisper.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep
Keep going.
going.
Keep
Keep
going.
going. Keep going. Sometimes, man.
Keep going until we tell you to stop. Keep going until we tell you to stop. Don't
That's
stop.
easy.
Keep going,
Don't
keep
stop.
going,
Keep
keep
going.
going.
Keep going.
That's easy.
He's just doing the same thing. All right, stop. Stop. Now go again. Go ahead. Go again.
Go again.
Oh, my God. All right, cut him. Get him out of here. We're moving on to the next.
Wow.
That was easily the
That was
best
good.
one. We're
That was
moving
good.
cameras around. We're
I
just
feel
trying to show you guys
refreshed
the
now. I
different. I
feel
feel
refreshed.
iPhone 2 is
Man.
hopping on. Man, we got some talent. We
There's
have
some talent
talent
here.
There's
I'm
talent
impressed.
coming through.
He had
our
that
Verge
saxophone in
Camp.
his pocket.
He had it literally in his pocket.
carries it
He had it
around
in
with
his
him.
pocket. All right, we got Pastor Tracy right here. Pastor Tracy, is there somebody with a talent? Hi, Pastor Tracy.
Hey, where's the talent at?
Make sure your device is. Oh,
Here
there
they
you
are.
go. There you go. Okay,
There
we
they
need
are.
somebody with a talent. Who else has a talent? Who's got the talent?
Okay, hit it, girls.
5, 6, 7. We going to work.
Oh wow, this is choreographed. Oh wow, with no music. Wow, that's amazing.
Okay.
Hey, all right, okay.
Get him!
Get
Get him
out
out
of
of here!
Get him out. All
I didn't
right,
mean
let's
yell
move on
right
to the
there.
next.
I'm sorry.
How many more can we do, Phil? How much more do we have time? That's it? That's all of them? Hey, guys, give
Hey.
it up for yourselves.
Clap for yourselves, guys.
Guys,
y'all
thank
got
you
some
so much.
talent,
You guys
man.
did an amazing job. That's it. We're
Honestly.
going to get with, I'm going to go ahead and say this right here. Saxophone Kid wins.
He wins.
Saxophone
Definitely
Kid
he
wins. He was absolutely
Just
the
for
best.
having a saxophone.
Just for
on him.
owning a saxophone in general.
That's why.
Congratulations. Well, guys, thank you so much. We've had an amazing time
That's right.
with the Verge pre-show
right.
and playing some games with you guys.
And hey,
We're
David.
not done. Go ahead.
David, I think the stream's good, so come on up, man.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
should
leave
be
it. You can
stable
leave it.
now.
All right, David's going to come up. Guys, we had an amazing time. We're not done yet. You're going to have small groups. We got a whole other video that we're going to watch, but we love you guys very much. Hope you have an amazing, amazing day. We're going to take a quick bathroom break for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back to you. Love you guys. Peace. Good night. See you in a little bit.
All right, everybody. Well, that is it for VTV this year. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. Unfortunately, this is our last night. I know it's very sad, but hopefully next year we'll get to see all of you again, maybe even at the beach. Who knows? But until then, enjoy the rest of VTV. We'll see you guys next year. Bye.
Bye.
Cut. That's a wrap.
Nice.
All right.
Good one.
Man,
Fun year.
fun year. I could get used to being on TV.
Speaking of being on TV, did you see that press release that the government came out with? It's on your phone. Look at it.
Hey, Chima, do you have my phone? I think I gave my phone to Chima for safekeeping.
Right.
Safekeeping. Thank you. Can never be too careful. What am I looking for here?
Type in government on YouTube.
Ladies, gentlemen, please take your seats. We're about to begin our State of the Union address. Scooch in, please. Thank you. Our speaker this evening spoke at our 4th of July event, and we've asked him to come back for such a special occasion. So please, join me in welcoming our speaker for the evening. Thank you. After you, sir.
Thank you, sir. My fellow colonizers, I do not come today with great tidings of joy or peace, but of grave and dangerous danger. This is going to be harder for me than it is for you, because I am doing it. These are dark times, dark days that will turn into dark times that will also become darker in time. We are on the precipice of disaster. Our economy is falling apart. We are on the eve of glory. We are on the crust of greatness. We want you to know that we are taking this pandemic very seriously, which is why we are holding this convention in our local Piggly Wiggly. Please stay in your homes at all times. I cannot make that any more clear. We have also found that one of the few things to raise our immune systems and make them aware to this terrible, deadly, viscous, and possibly illegal disease is the vitamin D. Our research also suggests that the only place on Earth that this vitamin can be found is the sun. So get outside, kids, and get that vitamin D. We also want the entirety of the populace to know that we will be providing you all with masks. We want you to stay safe from this dangerous germ that is trying to wreck your homes and your families and your marriage. We also want to let you know that we have run out of masks, so we'll be providing you with whatever we can find. Pieces of paper, cloth, camera lenses, electrical cords, little people, buckets, and whatever we can get our hands on, honestly. It's just kind of a pick and choose game at this point. We hope that you get something nice that matches your outfit. Thank you very much. In confusion, this has not been fun for anyone. But thank you for joining me on this joyous occasion. We will rise, and we will fall. We will get better, and we will get much, much worse. This is going to hurt you very bad, or maybe you will just be okay. But we want you to know that these are the days of our lives, and don't you forget it. Good night, America. Now we just want to let everybody know that there will be no questions at the end of this event. Are there any questions?
Sir, do we have a timetable on the end of the Safer at Home initiative?
Yes, we have very accurate timetables that we will be releasing to all of you immediately. This Safer at Home order can take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, months, or years. And from those years, we will reevaluate again an additional timetable to add on top of the previous timetable, and then after that, we will let you know. It should not be long, but don't hold your breath. Next question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stanley Steamer with WZD PDX NYPD Blue, News Channel RAV4. I would like to know, what is the government going to do with the moles under my house? They're in my drains, in my walls. They're coming up out of my shower and making nests there. They're also in my children's hair.
Pass. Next question.
What do we do about our technology?
That's a great question, sir. As of right now, we have no information that suggests that your technology can contract the disease. Your phones and light bulbs should be safe. What? We have just received word that the virus can travel through the telephone poles and lines.
Yes, sir. My wife, she says I got a short body and a big fat head. How should I pray for her about that?
Actually, son, my wife says the same thing. No more questions. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you here in a little bit. Good night, everybody.
I mean, there you have it. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about
I'm
any
just
of this.
confused. Everybody is saying something different. Everybody is saying either this or that, and they're fighting, and I don't know whose side I'm on.
Me neither. Hey, did you guys catch that video?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're watching it right now. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Something.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, I know during this time and even what you've experienced in your life over the last few weeks and last couple of months, there's just craziness. And it's almost like you wake up every day and you see a new level of chaos. There's a new level of craziness. There's a new level of change that's trying to take place. And what I love about worship and what I love about God is we can always go back to square one. It's a moment and it's a time during worship where you can go back and you can find yourself. No matter how hectic and crazy things get, I'm just thankful for a place and a space that I can go to where there's peace and there's consistency. So loud and so obvious that it pierces through the craziest of days in the most chaotic of situations. No matter what you see maybe in your family, at home, or maybe what you've witnessed in our nation, in our country, what we've all experienced over the last few weeks, last couple months, I'm just thankful for peace that's found in the presence of God. I'm thankful for peace that's found in worship, that no matter what, we can always go back to a place and a space where He's waiting for us, and there's consistency, and there's love, and there's hope. So sing with us today.
You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Great are you, Lord. You give life, You are love. You bring light to the darkness. You give hope. You restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. We'll sing it to your breath. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you. Oh, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. And great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. And great are you, Lord. We'll sing it again. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. And great are you, Lord. And it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you. Oh, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, we pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. And great are you, Lord. And great are you, Lord.
Welcome to the listening room. That's actually where we're at tonight. We're in the listening room. And all those who have been watching us, we have Verge Camp, VTV subscribers that are watching right now, and they're tuning in because they want to hear this one thought. What Sean and Krista think about the phrase, the young are at the gates. You know, you and I talked a few minutes just kind of catching up and me just kind of filling you in on how we came to that conversation or how we came to that phrase. But man, I don't know two better people equipped to speak to those young people that are sitting in their living rooms right now, sitting on the edge of their seat. Some of them probably got a pizza hanging out of their mouth, whatever they're doing, right? But they're listening to you and they're saying, hey, tell me how I can access and empower or maybe how I can own this thing God's called me to do. This idea that I'm called and driven, but what do I do with that? What does that mean for me? So I just want to talk about that a little bit and go for it. You tell me what you feel when you first hear that phrase, the younger at the gates.
Well, Sean's gracious. He's like, go first. So, probably about 2-3 weeks ago now, I would say, when we begin to see a lot of looting and riots and the people begin to gather and, obviously making a stand like against racism, which I love that. And, so many people there was a mixed reaction to all the protests and the rallies. But how I look at protests, I don't condone violence and I don't condone looting. But I do recognize that when people gather in a protest, it's because they haven't felt heard.
Absolutely.
And so there's a message that our nation has to hear from the gathering. And one time when I was watching the news, and I don't watch the news a ton because I feel like I have to guard my peace. But this one time I was watching the news and I saw this like mob of people, and there was, all different ethnicities there, and of course men and women and all ages. It was like, I loved that it was multi-generational, but it was predominantly young people, specifically in our area in the California region. It was predominantly young people, which got me really excited. But I also looked at them, and there was a real mixed message within even the protests and motives for being there and whatnot. But what I heard the Lord say was, he just said, Krista, it's a Moses generation. He says, I put my justice within them. And these young people have literally justice in them. They have the cause for the righteousness of God in them. So it's literally woven in them. And I felt like the Lord's like, I created them for justice. So they have a cause. That's why there's been such a response, because they see something and they're literally like, I don't know what to do, but I have to do something because it's who I was created to be. So that's why there was such a mass number in response, because it's literally who they are. And so I actually got excited when I saw these protests, and I actually maybe had a different response than other people, but I just saw it as how God saw it. I saw it as in, of course, God doesn't condone violence and whatnot, but the essence, the concept of what was happening actually was a response of these people that were created to take a stand for truth and righteousness. And I felt like the Lord said, Moses was called to be one that brings justice, but it was in its immature form. It was in an immature state. And when obviously he had that moment when he saw injustice for his people, because he was obviously Hebrew, but he was raised in the Egyptian culture. He was raised a man of royalty, but he was actually Hebrew. And so there was this conflict, a bit of a paradox, an identity crisis. He had a life of privilege, but his blood family was enslaved and in captivity. And he saw the injustice, and without even thinking of it, Moses had to respond to the bullying that he saw of his people, because it literally was who he was created to be. He was always created to be a deliverer. But here's the thing the Lord showed me, Scott. Moses didn't become the deliverer until he had a burning bush moment. And I heard the Lord say, I'm bringing this generation that's full of cries of justice, just like Moses, to have a burning bush encounter, because they are actually called to be more than ones that carry just to cry for justice. They're actually called to be deliverers. And you can't become a deliverer. Your gift and what you carry can't mature and come into its full mature form until you have encounter with God.
So good.
Until you encounter God, it has all these different narratives that the world's telling you. But friends, this is a kingdom thing. Like, you were created to bring kingdom justice, and kingdom justice often looks different than earthly justice. I mean, God's all about bringing reform to things, and he's all about a voice and us using our voice. He created us for that, but it has to be through him and in him. And what I felt like the Lord says, he's raising up people to disciple the Moses generation, and not in a harnessing way, but to come alongside and help bring maturity to what they carry, because Moses was in the back of the desert, and that was in a sense his maturing time. And then the burning bush moment came, and then he stepped into leadership, but he didn't come into the fullness until the burning bush encounter.
Hey, that's awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly, right there. Yeah, I think there's that, like I said, on the other side of this camera, we're dealing with young men and women who are kind of at conflict, because there's a whole narrative that talks about who they are, or let me say it more like this, who they're not, right? What the world expected them to be and where they're falling or failing or disappointing. And there's all of this kind of negative context that kind of goes to this younger generation. However, I really believe, I really just bear witness with what you're saying. God is actually putting his finger on a destiny, a purpose, and a calling in the middle of that. And I'll just tell you, there were a lot of people in and around Moses who were also pulling back from his capability, right? Who were speaking under what, in fact, I'll say this, he thought less about himself, right? He felt so insecure and inadequate himself. I think it's always fascinating when you go back to the burning bush, is that God found him, and then he responds to Moses. He said, I heard the cry of my people.
That was his response. He said, I heard the cry of my people, and so I'm asking you to lead. And I think a qualifier oftentimes is we're constantly waiting for our big opportunity and our big chance to lead. And I see a group of young, passionate young people that want to go. But can I tell you, there's a cry of the people that God's got to hear. And when he does, he's going to raise up a man. He's going to raise up a young person. And man, he's going to need, we need a bunch of deliverers right now. I just believe, how awesome would that be to see thousands of young deliverers rise up and to just bring the kingdom. I don't know about you, but it excites me to think about the potential that's sitting on the other side of this camera. When I think about what they're capable of and what they're wired for and the tenacity, I just think it's amazing. I think it's so amazing what they're capable of. And I know it's people like you and prayerfully people like me that have a passion to see them developed and not underdeveloped. Man, what a travesty if they underdevelop in this season. Because what God has for them and what God wants to bring to earth is going to be by their obedience and their ability to trust and to let God use them in that moment. And man, I want to be a part of that. Sean, you do this all the time. You travel all over the world. I've been watching you on different calls and Zoom calls and your input, man. Tell us, man, from your perspective, like if you could say anything to a young, vibrant, excited generation, beating down the gate, shaking the gate, saying, hey, somebody turn us loose, what would you say to them? What would you encourage them with?
Man, Scott, the first thing that comes to mind is I've been studying this term inciting incident. An inciting incident, whether you know the phrase or not, we're all familiar with it because it's virtually in every movie. Yeah. And I was thinking of that moment for Black Panther, T'Challa, when in, I think it was Captain America, Civil Wars, where a mind-controlled Winter Soldier blew up his dad, T'Chaka. And so now T'Challa, Black Panther, has to come into the fact that now I got to be a leader. Like the other leaders taken out, violence, identity struggle. If you didn't see it there, then you saw it in Lion King. Yeah. Scar took out Mufasa. And Simba goes on this discovery to find out like who I am. And it's like, I can't run from this moment. I'm called to lead Pride Rock. And then to me, one of the greatest classics is Spider-Man, that moment that he let the robber buy him. Yeah. Takes out Uncle Ben. And all of a sudden he goes from a kid with radioactive spider powers to a crusader, if you will, the guy who's fighting injustice. He becomes Spider-Man. And my thing is, every young person listening is having their Uncle Ben moment right now. They're having their Mufasa, T'Chaka got taken out moment. And when I think of this thing of the young at the gate, in Judges chapter 5, there was this timid judge by the name of Barak, and he doesn't think he could pull this thing off. And it's funny because in Judges 5, it says that people were worshiping new gods. It says that there was violence in the streets, trading, and what they did for business was shut down. It sounds like quarantine right now. Right where we're at. But then it says this phrase, and there was war at the gates. And gates represent leadership. And what I'm saying is that when there's war at the gates, you find confusing voices. Yeah. And I feel like the word is the inciting incident. This is a Sean Smith definition right now. The inciting incident is when the worst possible thing that can happen actually triggers the best possible thing that can happen. And when you look at how bad it's gotten in America, between the violence, between fears, between we literally are in this, I think this crisis where we're allowing a fallen man's worldview. That means people that don't know God. We're allowing a fallen man's worldview to discolor a risen king's agenda. And we need male and female Baraks that will stand up and say, man, this is my moment. I'm seeing that there's a void. That's the one consistent thread between all those three movies I brought up in the situation with Barak. And he needed someone to hold him by a hand. So he found there was a mother by the name of Deborah, grabbed him by a hand, walked him down to the battlefield. And the guy brought about such a victory for 40 years. Oh, man. The enemy didn't attack. In other words, he won a generational victory. Yeah. And that's what we need young people right now tuning into the listening room. We need you. And what this moment is God tapping you on the shoulder It's a moment of discovery. It's a moment of transition from the worst possible thing, triggering the best possible thing. And this is what I believe. Every single revival has never happened when everything was going great. We were on the moral high ground. Every revival in history that's ever broken out is broken out in times just like these, when the bottom is falling out, when people feel hopeless, and all of a sudden enter in this aspect where the worst possible thing triggers the best possible thing.
I love this. Hey, listen, if I could stand up right now, I'd do your dance, your jump around, your kick back. I have all your moves. I've been practicing them all the time, man. When you're not here, I use them, take credit for them and stuff. Man, I'm just telling you, this is why you guys are leading in the capacity you are, man. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Listen to me, young people, man, pay attention right now. This infused amount of hope that is here, this measure of hope, despite what you're looking at, what you're facing, what you're up against, what you're dealing with in your own city, and it obviously is going to look different in a lot of different areas. The mission doesn't change, though. This call to take an opportunity, or to take the opportunity that this distraction and this anger and this war at the gates, right? And to turn it and become those who say, I want to lead, I want to deliver, I want to be a part of bringing justice, godly kingdom justice in this time. And man, I'm telling you, God's raising up some revivalists again, man. Those who recognize that I don't need it to be perfect to see Jesus show up. In fact, this is such a great time for him to get his glory, when everyone's got their attention on other things and man's systems to try to figure it out. This is a perfect time for a revival to hit, and for some young revivalists to get out and make a difference, man. I'm telling you, pay attention, lean in. This is an exciting time. Hey, Sean, Krista, I know you got to go. You're busy. You're flying around. You're going to be in some other city in a day or two. But listen, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you. We honor you. And listen, thank you for taking the time to be with us in the listening room. I know it challenged me, and it's challenged all of our students. God bless you. I hope you have a great week. We'll talk soon, okay?
All right. Love you, man.
Love you, man. Love you guys. Y'all have a good one. The young are at the gates. Man, what an exciting topic, and an awesome, awesome opportunity for us to hear from Sean and Krista, who just push us all the time into being better. And I tell you what, tonight is going to be super special for all of our leaders and all of our students. Man, we got some great fun for you. Got kind of like this Mad Lib type thing that you're going to be doing. You'll find it in the box, but at the end of the day, the most important thing I want you to take away from tonight is pulling together and start strategizing, thinking, and communicating together about what your future is going to look like. What? Declaring something, right? Writing a declaration over your youth group and over your life and over your family's life. I'll tell you, it's super important for you to do it. Take the time to do it. And I know this, that by the end of this little exercise, you guys are going to be more focused and more confident about where God has you and where he's taking you, what he plans to do in your life. Hey, can I say this personally? From me and from our team and for everybody here at VTV, at Verge, we just want to say thank you for trusting us. Thank you for taking a risk on us during these episodes. I pray that they've been impactful. I pray they changed your life. I pray you had a lot of fun. If nothing else, you had a lot of fun. And for all of our youth pastors out there in our churches who partnered with us, we want to say thank you for taking a risk on us and trying this out. And gosh, man, you're the real heroes. You're the ones that I respect and honor more than anybody else. I'll tell you, your job is so difficult, so hard. You need to know you have an advocate with me, man. I believe in you. I trust you. And I'm praying for you all the time that God would increase his anointing over your life. And more importantly, that God would just strengthen you in the days ahead, give you wisdom in all that you're setting your heart to do. And I believe God is going to give you all that you've been dreaming about. For all of our youth pastors, man, lean in right now, man. Your students are letting their voice be heard. They're writing a declaration about where they're going to go, and they need great leaders. You're the leaders. Don't ever question it. God called you. He brought you here. He's going to lead you, and he's brought you these great soldiers around you to do it. And I'm excited to see what comes of it, man. God's been so faithful. Thank you for joining us. It's been a powerful time, an exciting time. Man, I can't wait to be with you in person. Maybe that will happen soon. But until then, it's goodbye from VTV in the listening room. We pray you have a blessed night.